to our next lesson. Today we are going to be combining our knowledge of both addition and length to answer some different calculations. So just to recap before we start today of some of the conversions that we already know. So we've got 100 centimetres being equivalent to 1 metre, and then we've also got 1,000 metres being equivalent to 1 kilometre. We will need these throughout the lesson, so I'll keep that there should you wish to use it. Now, as you can see, I have got a beautiful map that I drew earlier. Feel free to laugh at it because I certainly did. Art was never my strongest subject. So we are going to be using this in today's lesson. The first thing we are going to have a go at is converting each of these lengths into either metres or kilometres. Feel free to pause the video if you'd like to have a go at this independently before we go through the answers together. So from the park to school is 2 kilometres and 320 metres. So I've got 2 kilometres this time, so 2 kilometres is equivalent to 2,000 metres, and then I've got 320 metres. So 2,000 metres added to 320 metres would be 2,320 metres in total. So that's green. So 2,320 metres. Then from the school to the library, we've got 2 kilometres, 790 metres. So 2 kilometres, 790 metres. Again, I've got 2 kilometres, which is equal to 2,000 metres, and 790 metres. So in total, 2,000 metres at 790 metres is 2,790 metres in total. Red, so 2,790 metres. And then our supermarket to our library is a bit different because we have got our distance already in metres. So I've got 5,275 metres. So it's just thinking about this the opposite way round this time. So I can say that 5,000 metres is equal to 5 kilometres. And then I've got 275 metres remaining when I partitioned it. So I can say that this distance here is equal to 5 kilometres, 275 metres, and from Joe's house to the supermarket we have got just in metres because it's less than 1,000, so it's less than 1 kilometre. So we are now going to find the distance from Joe's house to school, and we are going to go via the park. So we know the distance from Joe's house to the park is 1,470 metres, and we are going to have to add that to the distance from the park to school, which we know is 2,320 metres. So I've got 0 ones, add 0 ones, which still gives me 0 ones. I've got 7 tens, add 2 tens, which gives me 9 tens. 400s, add 300s is 700, and then I've got 1,000, add 2,000 is 3,000, so we could say the distance is 3,790 metres. If I was to write that in kilometres, I could say that that would be 3 kilometres and 790 metres. Now we are going to have a think about the distance between the library to Joe's house, and we are going to go via the supermarket. So we know from the library to the supermarket is 5,275 metres, and now we need to add that to the distance from the supermarket to Joe's house, which is 750 metres. And we've got to be careful here that we are lining up our numbers correctly because it's 750, so we need to make sure our 7 is lined under our 2. And so I've got 5 ones, add 0 ones is 5 ones. I've then got 7 tens, add 5 tens. So in total I've got 12 tens. I'm regrouping 10 of those for 100, which will leave me 2 tens remaining. I've then got 200, add 700 is 900s. Add my one that I've regrouped, so I've got 10 hundreds in total. So So regroup those 10 hundreds for 1,000, leaving me 0 hundreds remaining. So 5,000, add the one that I've regrouped. So I've got a distance of 6,025 metres, or 6 kilometres and 25 metres. So now it is your turn. We'd like you to find the distance between both the park and the library, and then the supermarket and the school using this map. And as a bit of a challenge, can you find more than one route that could be taken? Make sure you check in tomorrow where we'll be going through the answers.